Hey everybody, we're live at the Paste Studios right now with Jesse Harris. Jesse, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. We're very much looking forward to what you're about to share with the whole internet here. Sound check has sounded great so far.
Thanks.
So, Aquarelle is the current album, so you're going to do 3 off of that, and then an older instrumental tune as well. Can you tell us what you're going to start out with?
I'm going to start with this tune called Where a Rose Falls, which on the record is pretty much solo. It's got some keyboards added. Take it easy, don't worry, not that it won't matter at all, but you won't be looking back over your shoulder where a rose falls faster than a tear in the light of every desert morning. You'll be gone so far away from here. Travel lightly, don't carry more than you can handle. If your arms are heavy and your shadow flickers like a candle, where a rose falls faster than you see in the light of every desert moon glow. You'll be gone so far away from me. Desert burning, you'll be waking from another dream.
Right. Thank you, man. That sounds great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can we talk about the production of Aquarelle a little
Sure.
bit? I heard you telling Bob that you recorded this one in Portugal and then brought it back to New York for the mixing mastering. Was that do you feel like the Portuguese vibe was important to the record, or was it just a logistical thing that it made sense to do it in Portugal?
No, it didn't make logistic sense. I mean, it wasn't expensive. It didn't cost more. And if anything, it was actually cheaper. But the musicians who I play with, Jeremy Gustin and Will Grafe. Jeremy plays drums, Will Grafe plays guitar. We're on tour in Europe, and they love Lisbon, and I had never been, and so they recommended we go there. And there's a bassist that we all know there named Ricardo Diaz Gomez, who's from Brazil, and he moved there recently. And we wanted to collaborate with him, and so it just seemed like a fun idea to go there and record. And I do think that it influenced the music, absolutely. I mean, Lisbon is such a colorful city, and it's so rich culturally, not just with its architecture, but its music. It's got Fado, of course, but it has so many artists there and musicians and also these Brazilian expats. And I'm really into Brazilian music and have spent a lot of time down in Rio, working and making music and records there and performing. So it was very much an influence on the music.
Yeah. It's nice. I got to go down to Rio for the Olympics, for the 2016 Olympics.
Oh,
and
cool.
Yeah, it does sort of just get into the DNA and the vibe of
Yeah,
everything
well,
that you do.
Brazil's a
with
whole
that
other thing, actually. I mean,
amount of-
they share. I'm sorry for bumping into the mic. They share a language, but Portugal and Brazil are really different.
Well, that's great, man. I'm glad
Yeah.
just for you personally and professionally.
Thanks.
You got a
Yeah,
chance to
it
go
was
do
fun.
that.
We had-
It sounds
we had a
awesome.
ball, yeah.
And hopefully everyone who's watching right now is able to check out Aquarelle as well. And can you tell us about the second song that you're going to do off the album?
Yeah. I'm gonna do. I'm just tuning it up. I was in another tuning there. I'm gonna play a tune called Sunday. This is sort of a mournful tune that's later on in the record that has a beautiful string arrangement by a friend of mine named Rob Moose. So I'm gonna do this and think about Rob's arrangement. You shouldn't have left on a Sunday, a dark day so late in the fall. You shouldn't have left on a Sunday, 'cause Sunday is the saddest day of all. Even though you would lie to my face in your eyes, there was a kindness I saw and believed that you know I still need. Even though you would seem so in love in my dreams, I'd wake up and face the real truth, and you know I still do. You shouldn't have left on a Sunday, made me so eager to call. You shouldn't have left on Sunday, 'cause Sunday is the loneliest day of all.
All right, thank you. Can we talk about the other projects that you're involved with currently? What you have been involved with. I mean, you've done a lot of collaboration with Norah Jones, collaboration with Lana Del Rey and Julian Lage recently, which is congratulations due to you and Julian. He's been here a number of times. The album Modern Lore is up for the Grammy, the best contemporary instrumental album on Sunday. So
yes.
So the question is, can you talk a little bit what it's like to have your foot in so many different projects and still have the time to balance so that you're putting out your own music as well?
I've always enjoyed collaborating with different artists. I work, as you say, I work also as a producer. I co-write songs with people. Sometimes I play guitar for other people. It just, for me, it keeps life interesting, and it also is a way to connect to more people, more musicians, and more other artists, and to expand upon my own palette and whatever it is that I do. It's very easy to get sort of narrow in your focus if you're just always doing your own thing, and I enjoy playing. I enjoy music, and so any way that I can manifest that in new ways to keep things interesting is a source of inspiration. And because I'm not one of these artists who's on the road 9 months a year doing only my own thing, I have time to do that. So it's kind of lucky.
I don't know if you've seen those data visualization maps of like, it's kind of like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon game
Yeah.
but with musicians. You seem like you would be a very bright spot on that data visualization. And Julian seems like the same thing too. Like
Totally.
So many connections to
Actually,
so many.
I performed recently at the Blue Note in Tokyo and in Beijing, and my friend Katz, who works for the Blue Note, made one of those charts of me with all like a family tree of all the different people I've worked with.
Nice. Well, Kotz, if you are watching right now, maybe take a picture of that.
Yeah,
and
send
drop
it over.
into the comments section right now. Well, cool. So you're gonna do a third one right now off of Aquarelle.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what's coming up next?
This is a tune called "Out of Time." This one's kind of a rocker on the record, so this will be my rocker version solo. It's time for leaving, but dark outside. I'd stay forever, but we're out of time. Would cross an ocean if I could try. Move any mountain, but we're out of time. I can see you clear in my mind, like a constellation, now that we're out of time. And I can find you standing by, around any corner, now that we're out of time. Now that we're out of time. The bell keeps ringing, I'd stop its chime if I could free you, but we're out of time. But I can see you clear in my mind, like a constellation, now that we're out of time. And I can find you standing by, now that we're out of time. 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 Now that we're out of time.
Right, thank you. So this seems like a good opportunity to talk a little bit about the arrangement, the album arrangements versus the arrangements you're doing here, and in the context of the next song you're about to do also. I know, so Out of Time, that was sounded great, the arrangement that you did just now, but is significantly different than what is heard on the album. Can we talk a little bit about the instrumental that we're about to hear next? And because this is going to be pretty similar to the album arrangement, is it not?
This next one?
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. The next one is from a record that I did called Cosmo, which is an all instrumental record. And if you can't find it online, I have to tell you, because it came out on Zodic Records, which is John Zorn's label, and they don't stream. You can find it on iTunes if you want to download it, but otherwise it's on CD. But this record kind of inspired a new project of mine called Cosmo, which is an instrumental band. And it's me on guitar with Will Grafe on guitar, Jeremy Gustin drums, Benjamin Lazard Davis bass, and 2 horn players, CJ Camerari and Michael Boshin. And we do all my instrumental tunes. On each of my records for the past I'd say more than 10 years, almost 15 years, I've been having instrumental tracks on every album. And finally, I just thought it'd be fun to start a group that only played instrumental music. And when I started that, I started writing music for that group. And we're in the middle of making an album right now that I hope will come out sometime this year. But at any rate, when I do this one with the band, it's quite different. But I enjoy playing songs in any possible orientation, whether solo or duo or with the full band or with horns or.
Well, it's great to hear that you've got another thing coming out with another band. It didn't seem like you had enough on your plate before
Right.
you just found that out, so good.
So this is called Little Star.
right, Jesse, thank you for coming and doing this, man. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having
we
me.
see you again soon in this room, or we work in a couple different rooms inside of this building. So any one of these rooms standing offer, we'd love to see you again.
Great.
And yeah, man, travel safely as tour dates are announced, and best of luck with Aquarelle, which is out in the world right now. Thanks, man.
Thank you. See you soon.
All right.